Hey guys, welcome back, and welcome back to me too. As you know, I didn't feel good. I still have a little sore throat, so if I sound funny, but I'm fine and all cured. Okay, we're going to do something fun today, or at least I hope it is for you. We're going to clean out my fridge, and I'm going to show you how I put together some meals from whatever I have. And I'm doing this cold. I kind of have an idea of what I have left over, but I'm going to do it in front of you so you see that it's not pre-planned. I don't have any mission here to be super cooker. I'm just like everybody else. I was sick. I didn't get a chance to cook for about 3 days. So things in here about 3 or 4 days old. And you know, I love my Aldi's. I have stuff uneven opened. So, well, we got some portobellos. We got some zucchini. I made lamb meatballs about 3 days ago. Those are absolutely delicious. What else we got? I know I cooked broccoli here somewhere. Okay, here's those Brussels sprouts are going to have to go to the sideway. This, I don't think we could use. We went out to dinner the other night. What else? What else do we got? We got garlic. We got broccoli. I'm going to open them up and we're going to look as we go what I got, what I'm going to use. And I think you already see the direction I'm going in. I got some mozzarella. And I have shallots. I have fresh green beans that are going to be for another meal. I have limes that we don't seem to be able to put in there. I have already chopped garlic. What else? What else? Okay. I have those sweet Aldi tomatoes unopened. And let's grab some. I got 3 lonely eggs. Okay, that's about enough. Okay, and we have one stubborn, one stuck. Of course it would do this to me on camera. Let me just grab it, guys, because I think, you know, we're heading in the omelet direction. And what I say is not a true omelet because, all right, that one's stuck. We're going to have to be creative to break that open for the omelet into a dish right away. Okay, let me just have a quick sip of coffee and plan this out. First up, I could tell right away, I'm going to make an omelet. I got some good things that are already cooked to go in it. It's cooked broccoli. Okay. I was supposed to do pasta with broccoli one night, and I think that's the night we went out. Let me get these eggs into a bowl because they're the most important to the dish. So I don't know who I'm going to crack that and get it into the thing. Let's see. Let's see. Let's put it over a bowl so you can see the, oh God. Okay. All right. Not too shabby, Jeanine. Not too shabby. See? I cracked it in half over a bowl. Everything did come out clean. No worries. No fuss, no muss. Okay. So now that we got those, let me just get the other 2 in. Because that's going to be the base of the meal. We're going to do a 3-egg omelet. It's not quite lunchtime here yet, but it will be our lunch. Let me put this in the garbage. Okay. Anything needs to be chopped, we're going to pull over the frying pan. We're going to chop. Let's get this on a low. I've never done this live like this before. I've just always cooked them in myself. So if anything goes awry, please give me points. Don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it. I think we should do the vegetables first. Let's get rid of the discards. We're not going to use this pizza. That's just not going to happen. Brussels sprouts had their day. They lived on. They did well. What we have here is some beautiful organic zucchini, which I'm glad for once I did buy these organic because they last longer in the fridge. That's just the way organic vegetables are, which is a good thing. I'm not going to use both right now, probably. Let's wash them, dry them. Okay. And we have portobellos, which do not have to be stuffed. We could clean one of these puppies. That would make a great addition to any omelet. Pull out the side. And I think I mentioned this before. Let me get a small knife. I learned this from watching another cook that, you see these gills, these fins in here? They can make it taste muddy or too much. So you take a spoon, small or big. I have both sizes. I have a demi-tasse and I have a regular teaspoon. Let's try the teaspoon first, see how that works. And I think I did the on camera and showed you guys. Last time I did a stuffed mushroom recipe on here, they were the stuffables. They were about half of this size. And I did the same procedure. And they make more room in the mushroom, and they're cleaner, neater, and we don't have to worry about any mud. So see, that's what we're trying to get rid of. All that muddiness. Well, it's on my kitchen floor now. Okay. Now we're not going to stuff these like I said. So for us, we could go a little further and really clean them out, which I'm doing. 1 second. Just bear with me, guys. This is on the spur. Okay. See? Because we're going to just chop them up for omelette. Okay. It's my big knife. All right. Here we go. And like I said, I could relatively do this with anything in my fridge. I've become somewhat of an omelet specialist because I don't go fancy and try to fold things in a perfect way. I'm not French, and that's too difficult. All I do is make sure I have a good combination of foods, cooked or otherwise, a mixture, and I just do an egg scramble, so to speak. Okay. And like I said, I'll see the amounts in a minute. I'm going to put these in individual bowls and such, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to need even a whole portobello, which is kind of sad. I hate to waste food. I hate to throw it out. You guys know that, but it is what it is. If I could save the other one, maybe tonight for a pasta, I will. Okay. Now, what else? We got our zucchini. Let's use the nicer one because we want to get to do it. Okay. Let's dry that off a little better. Okay. Then we're going to cut it lengthwise. And then we're going to cut it again this way because we're going to dice it. Okay, let's dice that. And kind of relatively small because you want it to cook fairly even with the other items because that's how omelet scrambles go. Okay, what I may do is give these a head start because my broccoli's already cooked. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And so are the lamb meatballs. Okay. I can cut those last as we're waiting for other things to develop. Let me have a sip of coffee. Forgive me. All right. We got the heat on the pan. Let's put a little oil in there. All right. It's coming together. And I got to say, true to the method of an egg scramble omelet, whatever have you, I have never made one with any leftovers anywhere that I haven't loved, that hasn't tasted rich and delicious. And what I think it is, if you just have the right components, we have a meat, a vegetable, and cheese, you're good to go. An omelet doesn't need anything else. And if I didn't have onions, I have both. I have shallots and I have garlic. Because I have garlic in the lamb meatballs and I already know that, I'm going to go with shallots in the oil. Okay, I'm going to move that so my pan doesn't go berserko. Because we know we're still on crazy stove, right? I missed everybody. I can't stay away more than 2 days without having a fit. I love to cook, not only for you guys, but for myself as well. Even when I'm sick, I made my soup twice. I did everything I could think of to make me feel better, and it worked. But like I said, I still have a very dry throat. I don't know what that's about, but I'm not COVID. I tested negative for COVID the other day, so I'm good. But it's just lingering with that dryness. All right, we got our shallots ready to go in. There we go. Hear that nice sizzle. And this is what I always do with my leftovers. Unless it's like one vegetable, like I always tell you guys, if it's just the broccoli, I would do broccoli with pasta. If it's just tomatoes, like the cherry tomatoes, I may use some in this omelet or on the side of it for a chili aspect. And I may take the other half and do pasta yet still. Okay, here's the zucchini and the mushrooms. Probably not going to use all of those. I'm not going to use up everything of what I have, which is good and bad. It's sad. Good and bad. It's sad. What can I say? I'm just happy to not do what I used to do in my younger days. just throw things in the garbage, chuck them all, you know. You learn and you get wiser with time, I hope, and that you conserve food. All right, shallots are already got a little bit going on, translucent. I'm looking for my serving spoons. I just cleaned with it. Here's my favorite omelet spoon. All right, let's get those in here and give them a head start. Get some of those zucchini, some mushrooms, and they don't have to cook too long. Okay, get a little bit more of the mushrooms. I don't want to crowd things. All righty, if you could see that, we got some shallots, zucchini, mushrooms. Okay, and put a little bit more olive oil. This is the very best, not the very best, but it's a good quality finishing oil that you normally wouldn't use in your foods. But after watching my documentary on olive oil and knowing that you can't cook anything and everything with it, it's a cost factor, and people feeling that they're wasting premium olive oil. I'm not wasting it if I'm eating it, so that's how I feel. If it helps you, do it. If you want to use something else, by all means, go right ahead. It's your kitchen, it's your food. But for me, it saves time. I don't have to decipher between, oh, get this oil for sauteing, this one for eating, this one for salad, which is what I used to do. I'm tired of that. I'm not doing that no more. I want to spend my money on one good $20 bottle and use it for everything. And honestly, it's been lasting me. And I feel good about knowing I'm going to eat an omelet if it feels like, oh, there's a little too much oil on it. I'm like, no, it's good because olive oil is very good for your skin. The Mediterranean diet is well fixed with lots of oil in every single dish. I love the taste of it. The taste gets richer and better when you use better quality. So that's a good thing, especially in something like this with zucchini and mushrooms, and it's gonna taste wonderful. Okay, we'll give this another minute or so because these are soft veggies. Okay, right? I could already see the mushrooms softened enough. I'm gonna amp the heat up a little bit more because Crazy Girl wants to get low temp, hot temp. We don't know what temp with this one. So we got shallots, we got mushrooms, we got zucchini. It smells wonderful. I wish you could see it. You will see the finished omelette. Okay. And my ideas for any extra things that I will do with them. Now, the last thing I'll put is the broccoli because you know why? It's the soggiest. These lamb meatballs, I have a video in my collection. I have the recipe for them. Okay, save two. I'm going to dice these up. These are all cooked. Like I said, I had them in the fridge, made them about 3 days ago. Dice them up nice and small. They just got to heat through in the pan because they're heated. And when you dice them, they go so far in foods. When you're making omelets, I know. My food stretches tremendously. This would make a wonderful dinner. I could feed 6 people dinner with this and just go out and get a head of lettuce and some tomato. Seriously, it's delicious. Okay. You can't see it, but here is a handful of the lamb meatballs. We're going to put those in the pan with the mushrooms that are already nice and hot. And give that a shake. We're going to take some of the broccoli. I'm going to dice that up. This is cooked. It's very soft and very sweet. I'll get my pick of the litter here. I'm going to have a fair amount of the broccoli because I do love broccoli. Again, just chop it up fine. It just has to heat through and fill through the omelet. Okay, there we go. This is coming along good. Starting to look very green and delicious and healthy. Let me rinse my hands and the knife. Wonderful. I love these kind of dishes. They're packed with flavor. They're easy to pop out and do on the stove. You're done in like 20 minutes. Honestly, I can't think of a better dish. And now, I didn't do it here, but if I had wanted to, I could have made this a pasta as well. Didn't have to be an omelet. This could have been boil up some ziti and you would have had fantastic pasta. But I'll save that for another day, another recipe. I have tons of them. I'm starting to go to sleep and wake up in the morning thinking of recipes. I don't know if that's good or bad. And now I'm starting to create stuff. It could get dangerous. I'm starting to create my own. This, I said, I knew I had some goodies in the fridge. I didn't know quite what direction, but I knew. I said, you know what? I'm not wasting them. We're going to have a delicious omelet for lunch. Alrighty, I think that's where it needs to be. Eggs and cheese, and we're done. Okay. I can't find my whisker when I need it, but that's okay. My mom taught me how to whisk from young, and she was like, I swear the woman's wrist was a machine. I'm still not as good, but I want to be. All righty. And there you go. Get those eggs all the way through. Incorporate it in everything. Give it a little shake so that it does get every piece of your vegetables done. Seep through. Let it seep through. It'll help it cook faster. There we go with that. Now the next thing you have to get on quite quick is your cheese. We have mozzarella. That could have been cheddar, could have been Swiss, could have been anything you had. Could have been shaved Parmesan, any cheese you got. And it will go good in this combination because the formula is always the same. Vegetables, meat, and cheese. Vegetables, meat, and cheese. It's all you need to have a delicious egg scramble, omelet, whatever have you. I'm going to call it Jeanine's Egg Scrambles because an omelet is just too darn fancy for me. I can't do that flip thing. I tried years ago. I gave up very quickly. Very quickly. So you can see we got lots of leftovers left, but I'm going to have to sacrifice them. Let me check this out. Just see underneath if it's cooking. I'm going to have to flip it. It's not going to be pretty. It's like my potatoes and eggs. There's another video I have with my potatoes and eggs, and it's like this. You divide it into 4 when it comes time to flip it. You try to keep it as neat as you can, but it's the way this dish is, you know. You just want things to be cooked through, and especially the egg at this point. You want the cheese to melt, the egg to cook through. And I'm very quiet. I'm not making any noise right now because I'm focusing, guys. Forgive me. I do have to eat this. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Oh, exciting news on the forefront. While this is getting its last, I'll tell you after. Let me get this last turn on them. Shut the oven stovetop off and show you what a fantastic omelet I just got. Okay, let's just clean the broccoli off my board. Wow. Wow. Let's get that there. And let's put this on. I don't know if we'll get a photo-worthy shot, but we're going to go for it. We are definitely going to try. I'm going to call it a scramble anyway. People will be forgiving. I know they will. I know they will. My subs are cool. Alrighty. There you go. Sorry for the noise. Extra stuff. I'm going to get some hot sauce, 2 forks, and some bread, and me and Vinny will chow down to the most delicious piping hot egg scramble made with shallots, mushrooms, fresh zucchini, cooked broccoli, eggs, and mozzarella. Thank you. And just to tell you, 1 second, I have something cool going on. Once I perfect the recipe, I'll share it with everybody because I think it's the coolest thing since pickles. I'm making Dijon, my own Dijon mustard. Smells delicious of white wine and mustard. It's really going to be good. Like I said, it has to stay on the counter 2 more days. Then I get to taste it, see the texture, balance out the recipe, and then I'll share it with everybody on camera. And those are fresh organic mustard seeds I bought. Oh, and one last thing to show you. The only tedious thing is it's a hand grind. I bought this stone grinder with this. And then I came to see another video because I watched about 10 to research it. And you can actually use the blender. I didn't have to do this, but it's more authentic and it's pretty cool. All right, guys, so the next recipe, I got something going on tonight. It's Thursday here. I'm back. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful omelet, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye.